Good morning and welcome to DBS This Morning. The name is Maureen. We've got 3 features because it's Thursday. 3 amazing features. You're going to love them. I promise you that much. But first, let's tap into the news desk. Let's see what's happening with the headlines.
Good morning. External Affairs Minister Alva Baptiste has urged St. Lucians who are looking to take advantage of visa-free travel to Canada to abide by that country's laws to avoid the reinstatement of visa restrictions.
This time around, we had a focus meeting where the heads of CARICOM met with the Prime Minister of Canada in the Bahamas. And the visa issue was of central importance to them. And there were some candid exchanges between the leaders of the region and the Prime Minister of Canada. And he promised to address it very seriously and to see what could be done. And obviously, we see today that particular decision by Canada.
Last week, Canada announced the expansion of its visa waiver program, allowing eligible travelers from 13 additional countries, including St. Lucia, to visit the nation visa-free. The Ministry of Health has joined the Met Services in warning St. Lucians about increasingly hot weather. The ministry has warned the St. Lucians that the risk of heat-related illnesses will rise dramatically. Health officials say heat will pose risks to people who are elderly, pregnant, or living with medical conditions.
Officials from the Met Services Department have confirmed that the weather is due to El Niño, causing record-breaking high temperatures, sweltering heat, and dry winds. Collectively, these factors place the public at the risk of dehydration and its related effects, which include dizziness and fainting spells.
Adults should limit alcohol consumption while outdoors and increase water intake during physical activity. You can also wear hats, light clothing, and sunblock to reduce the harmful effects of the sun and the heat. In an effort to strengthen ties and explore mutual economic opportunities, St. Lucia has taken significant steps towards deepening relationships with Martinique and other French Caribbean nations. During a recent visit to Martinique, key government officials from St. Lucia attended a cocktail dinner at the Martinique Boat Show. The event also provided an opportunity for discussion and networking. In other news, Massey Stores St. Lucia has partnered with the Department of Human Services to honor local centenarians as the company itself celebrates its 100th anniversary in the region.
We are here this morning to celebrate, to honor, to recognize our centenarians. And this activity would not have been possible, I dare say, without the strong collaboration between Massey Stores and the Department of Human Services.
The well wishes, special recognition, Massey vouchers and special care packages were welcomed by the seniors. Those are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Thank you so much, Kendall. We now take a break. We come right back. Now for our first feature. Vanessa Long. Again, you know we have to keep tapping into Vanessa because Vanessa has always got our backs, ladies. And she's got another beautiful black up class that she's putting on to cater for us so that we could, you know, put our little own thing when it's necessary and feel confident to step out. We always find time to catch up with Vanessa Long. She's such a multifaceted young lady. And you know what? Whatever she's involved in is always some way to give back or to assist, you know, our people as we move along in life in general. So we are here again because Vanessa, who is the official representative for Black Up Makeup here in St. Lucia, this high-end makeup brand, I mean, definitely designed or curated just for us women of color, and she is the on the ground person here, and she's about to have a class. You know, it's been a while we heard about the brand, but it's been there, Vanessa, and it remains true to what it professes. You know what? So and you can't put a price tag on that because let me tell you, good makeup that's gonna stand up to all weather is good.
That's very key. That's very important. I'm happy you give me that amazing, or I should say stunning, classy introduction. And a brand like Black Up, like you said, it's been around for a while, but persons may need a little bit of reintroduction to the brand, especially as COVID, sad to say, has taken away a little bit of our glitz and glam. So we're bringing it back to you guys to let you know that Black Up is back. And we are definitely brushing it up. The name of the class, or I would call the event, is called Brush Up Your Skills. And as you said, Black Up is a exquisite, fine, premium brand for women of color, tan and dark skin beauties, and it really caters to the needs of our skin tone. I'm not saying that other brands don't, but what it does, it caters to us having issues of, you know, excess sebum, and even with the oils on our skin, it caters to that, ensuring that our skin remains matte. A lot of the products are very lightweight because, you know, we're in the tropics, and of course we are sometimes very oily on the undertone and the way our skin would feel. So the brand is very lightweight, which is one of the things I love about it. It also caters for persons who have uneven skin, which is one of the things I'm finding a lot right now. Persons come with two-tone skin, and it really adds the unification for that. So if you are searching for a brand that caters for, you know, that type of skin tone where your skin is uneven, or even if you feel you want a lightweight brand, something that is not heavy, you know, sometimes you put on makeup and you feel, what?
Especially when they say it's matte. The matte center, like, and it clogging the pores.
Or when they're looking for full coverage, which is one of the things the brand has. Sometimes people think because it's full coverage, you know, it has to be heavy and it has to clog. No, it doesn't have to be that way. And this is why I keep on saying that the brand is very it caters to all of those needs of us dark skinned women, and it really is a lightweight brand. Most of the products, when you would notice, they are oil free. They're paraben free, and most of them are vegan as well. So, you know, it has that feel to make you understand that, hey, I really have something good. I have something that I have something that is environmentally conscious. So yes, I'm taking time to explain what the brand entails, or what the core values are of the brand. It's because I want you to understand that this is something of quality. It is the only place you can get it is at Duty Free Caribbean at La Place Carenage. However, of course, it's a premium brand. It's a French makeup artist brand, so it's used by most of the makeup artists around the world, especially in Paris and France, when they are looking to cater for their dark models and they cannot find a brand. This is their go-to brand.
Wonderful. Well, now we find out all about what is going to be part of this workshop and what we're going to be working with. Tell us about these classes. It's my understanding that you're going to be focusing on a few features. The eyes have it, you said?
The eyes have it. Right. So we definitely will be focusing on the eyes. And of course, you know, like we say, the eyes are the windows to the world. So, you know, once your eyes, your brows, your face is well framed with a proper looking brows, because one thing, when you have those brows that stand out in the wrong way, everybody just tends to look at you strange. So this is why it's important for us to show that, yes, you may have different types of brows depending on your facial structure, and this is one of the focus that I will be touching on for the class. So your eyes, the way you shape your eyebrows, the way you place your eyeshadows on your eyes, because depending on your eye shape, there would be a particular way you would need to shape your eyeshadow. Of course, for persons that's struggling with the lashes, we will focus a little on that as well. And even something as simple as how you place your eye pencil on your eyelids. This is one of the things that a lot of women don't necessarily know how to do. And mascara, as simple as it is, there is a technique that you should use to elongate or to add volume for your eyelashes.
Now, you're also image consultant, so that is right up your alley as well.
Definitely.
In terms of now knowing, people like to, you're adding on the brows, but knowing what brows matches what time of day, what occasion, this is something that is important as well. You know, a brows you might have for going out to the party, the hyped up event, the glitz and glam, might not necessarily be the one you want to walk into work on a Monday morning with. So would that be some of the things being shared?
That would definitely be some of the things that would be shared, the time and place, especially as we are, like I said, in a professional setting. We will be doing the class right here at Duty Free Caribbean La Place Carenage, which would allow for better ease, of course, if persons want to sample the brand, if persons would want to even buy and purchase from the brand, that would be facilitated as well. The costing of because I know something you may ask me, what's the cost?
Of course, I want to know about it.
I know you want to know about it. It's $250 EC, and of course, you get a goodie bag from the class, which would cater and have a lot of things from Black Up. Now, if anybody know about Black Up,
Yeah.
if you're paying $250 for a class where you're gonna get Black Up things in your goodie bag, you would know that. You know.
Absolutely.
If you know, you know. So the space is very limited.
Right.
We're not having a big class for the simple reason I want persons to focus. It's a Lime, after work Lime, because it will be happening on the 27th of June, which is Tuesday, 27th of June, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. But I want persons to come in from 5 because I need you to settle in. I need you to make sure that you're ready for the class because you're coming to learn. You come into Lime,
Yes.
but you're coming to learn. Hence the reason it's going to be a small class.
Right.
So we're looking to basically cater for about 20 women.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. So, how should they
So
apply?
if you are interested, you can come in to right here at Duty Free Caribbean La Place Carenage or call us up at 451-6994. I'm actually also using my Black Up handle on Instagram, Vanessa Black Up MUA, Black. Hopefully you put the little Vanessa Black Up MUA, and you can DM me on there. I normally put a lot of information on the brand on there. And like I say, once you're part of the Black Up beauty community, Maureen, you can tell them you were part of the first class.
I was part of the first class.
Yes,
And it was amazing, remarkable.
It was
I still
amazing.
have stuff home actually.
Imagine that, because I'm happy that you said that, because the items actually really stretch. You know, it's not like if you get a powder or foundation, a little bit goes a long way. So you invest in, it's an investment into good makeup. You know, sometimes you have your pharmaceutical brands that you can mix and match. So we are encouraging persons who want to sign up to come on down to see us first, so you can start getting things to put in your goodie bag. And also to start getting things where you can set up and say, okay, I want that, I want that, I want that. So you know that you are actually getting good value for
Wonderful.
the class.
And I think it's very timely. Right before the carnival season, I think, you know, a lot of people will want to be on the road who want to slap on their little makeup themselves, but not just slap on the makeup, but have makeup that's going to last those 2 days in that hot sun or rain on the carnival road. Well, all the best.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Our second feature, we had reason to visit the Ira Simmons School recently, and while there, you know, we were just vibing and we caught up with 2 of the teachers there. And you know, sometimes we override or overlook the importance of how it is that teachers and the schools and some of the curriculums is enhancing our students. And we thought it was necessary to shed light on some of the programs and some of the ways and the approaches that is taken on by this particular school and how it is that is enhancing their children and the future generation. We're here with Sheldon Isaac and Kicher Greaves, who are 2 teachers of the Ira Simmons Institution. And you know, we were here, caught up with an interview here. We came to do one interview, but it just dawned on us that, you know what, institutions like these is so important in terms of, you know, holistically grounding our young ones to be able to go on out there and face the practical world. The work that you guys are doing here at the Ira Simmons School, we heard so much about you because we spoke to the young lady who won the competition, but we understand you have another choir. The music room is very well intact, and so much goes into what it is that the children of the institution and what it is that you get to put out there. Yeah, so Mr. Isaac, I'm going to talk to you first.
Well, when you look at the number of students who come through this Ira Simmons School, we try to encourage them. We try to bring them to certain areas or certain levels in the school curriculum and try to encourage them so that they could, when they go out, they don't only focus only on the academics, but the music, the sports, and everything else that the school has to offer. And with the team that we have here, we try to push them because sometimes without guidance, you cannot go on for some kids. And others, they have it naturally, and when we only just encourage or motivate them, that's what we do at Ira.
Wonderful. How important is it? You just worked tremendously with the young lady who won the competition, and it's my understanding you have a choir group here that is off the charts, doing very well as well. How important is it? Because a lot of the times, schools like yours get, I mean, yes, you're in the spotlight now because you won. In terms of generalizing it, how would you like us as a public to start changing our mindset towards things like that?
Well, I think the general public or the society should recognize that by nature, Caribbean people, St. Lucians, we are a creative people. The orange economy, which is the creative economy, is one of the fastest growing economies in the world, and the Caribbean's impact on the global orange economy is large in comparison to our size. So that shows that this is an area where we have a lot of potential. And our education sector, our education system should make use of that creative resource. There's a lot of talk about the creative industries, but everything starts with education. If we want a great creative industry and great creative sector, we need to have that investment into the creative subjects in the school system, the arts, the visual arts, the music, the theater arts. So this is a place where we could develop and tap into that resource and that potential that our country has.
Wow.
Yes.
That is so very well said. And this is exactly what you were trying to say earlier, Mr. Isaac, in terms of...
I think team effort, it's always important in an organization to have a good team effort. And with our recent victory and Calypso competition, we had a very solid team behind us. We had Miss Danielle Dubois as our theater arts teacher. We had Miss Nikita John, who is also a theater arts teacher. We had Miss Lucien. And those are some of the same people who assist with our choir program. Special mention should be given to Miss Karen Louise, who recently retired. So it's always a team effort when we take part in those events. It's never a single person. The team effort is what that really consolidates it and makes it a powerful presentation. So,
how can we as a people and a public continue to support these sort of drives? How can we continue to keep the awareness on, again, because that's important, ensuring that everybody's on board and on the same page, and when we can have an understanding as to what this institution is going and how it is that we can lend to the development of it, because at the end of the day, it's our children and it's our country, it's our future.
Well, I think supporting students from primary school is important, because in the case of our Calypsonian who recently won, she had a very strong foundation from primary school, from the Ave Maria Girls Primary School. And one of the things that the Ave Maria Girls Primary School had is a competition by the name of Ave Clash. So events like Ave Clash and RC Jam, those events, the fact that they exist in the primary school, they develop the students so well that by the time they reach secondary school, we just have to build on a good foundation. So I think starting good music programs and events from the primary school is essential, and it needs to continue in the secondary school as well. That continuity needs to exist as well.
Wonderful.
And I think the general public needs to see that those events, the arts, there's a tendency to see the arts as a pastime event or as a hobby. We need to realize that this is the 21st century. This is an industry. This is an avenue by which persons could grow and earn a living and develop themselves. Okay.
Wonderful. So the prospect of the schools competition coming back is definitely one you embrace?
Definitely.
Wonderful. And likewise, moving forward, what would you like to say to authorities? Like you mentioned, they should put more effort into the sustaining of the arts within the school segment.
Well, facilities. So I believe our secondary schools, we need to ensure that the music programs, the theater, that they have the facilities are adequate so that the students could get a world-class education. Because although an effort has been made, it's still not where it should be compared to other countries. I know we have our limitations in terms of resources, but we need to see As I said, this is the creative sector is a sector of this century, so we need to put the investment in ensuring that the facilities are up to international standards, so that our students could get that world-class education and achieve at the world-class standard that they are capable of achieving.
Well said. Thank you, gentlemen, for having that conversation with us, and let's hope we see some better things in the future moving forward, innit?
Hi, good morning. My name is Candy Nicholas. Some of you may know me, some of you may not, but allow me to reintroduce myself or introduce myself to those of you who don't know me. I'm back at my old stomping grounds, DBS Television, where I started my journey in mixing my two interests, broadcast media and health and wellness. I've since become a health coach and a wellness entrepreneur and just a wellness expert in general. That doesn't mean that I am perfect, but I love to equip myself with information about how lifestyle practices can lead to better health and just a better quality of life in general. So I'm so stoked to be here on DBS this morning to have a little corner of the program where we're going to talk all things wellness, and I will give you actionable tools that you can use to start making small improvements in your health and wellness journey, or just in your life in general, that will lead to the outcomes that you're looking for. Because who doesn't want to look well and be well and feel well? We all do, right? So this will be our little space where we have these discussions, where we'll even talk to other people about the things that we could do. You would be shocked, maybe surprised, but shocked even, about the wellness tools that are available here, the ones that our beautiful land of St. Lucia provide to us in terms of natural remedies, traditional remedies that we've been employing for many, many, many years, our local bush medicine, our other healing modalities that we've used for many years, as well as some that we've imported. And I look forward to telling you all about the wellness tools that I use, where I go to for acupuncture, where I go to for my skin treatments, where I go to for my vitamin infusions, where I go to for my mental health and wellness, where I go to for cupping, where I go to in nature to reconnect with nature and rest and relax and just find myself. I'm excited to also have conversations with people about these things to help all of us better understand how these things work, why they work, and why traditional medicine is excellent, but it's also complementary. So traditional medicine doesn't mean that we have to ignore or knock Western medicine. It is just how we should do it, but if we're gonna employ Western medicine methods, there are things that we could do to help it work better. So this is really exciting. We're gonna be talking about things like weight loss, things like how your beauty and wellness are intertwined. We're going to be talking about some of the diseases that plague us here in St. Lucia and what the reasons are for that, and what we can do to prevent, reverse, or just make our journey to wellness better. So I'm so excited to be having these conversations with you. This is not about living a boring lifestyle. I know that Carnival is coming up. What are some of the things that we could do to look and feel our best during the Carnival season? How can we recover quicker from having those drinks that we all are going to have over the Carnival season? It's not about perfection. It is about knowing and understanding how the body works, so that if we do things that go against the body's natural flow and how it works, what we could do to bring our bodies back to equilibrium. So it's not about not enjoying ourselves and not enjoying our lives. So I look forward to having these discussions. Please feel free to reach out to me and tell me what you would like to hear, who you would like to see and hear me having conversations with, how you've used natural medicine to improve your life or to reverse certain illnesses. And I can't wait to talk with you. This is so exciting. I know I've said that a million times, but it's because I mean it. So, as I wrap up and as I look forward to these conversations we're going to be having, remember to hydrate. It's super hot these days. Let us remember to hydrate. So I said I was going to give you small actionable tools. So let's start with that. The basics, water. And sometimes we think that hydration is about chugging a lot of water. I know a lot of people who drink a gallon of water a day but are still dehydrated because the water is not getting into the cells. So all of these things are things we're going to be talking about. I know in this country we use a lot of very highly inflammatory seed oils because they are affordable and accessible, and some people still do because they don't know better. So we're going to be paying close attention to the things that we do every day and the changes that we can make, the improvisations we can make as well to lead to better health and better quality food. I don't care what diet you're on, if you're vegan, if you're vegetarian, if you're pescatarian, if you're on a keto diet. My focus as a health coach is to ensure that however you're eating the best quality of whatever eating style you have chosen for yourself and for your family. So we're going to be talking about all of these things, and you're also going to be having opportunities to have one-on-one sessions with me. I go out into the public, and I know that a lot of you are desirous of having your particular case dealt with, because of course if we're here on television, what we're talking about is going to be very general and not necessarily specific to anyone's individual situation. So I look forward to meeting with some of you who want that one-on-one guidance and helping out with that. So as I said, this is going to be our little corner of the show, and I'm so excited to welcome you into it. And we're going to be talking about all things wellness. So look out for us and look out for me. I'm so excited to meet you, talk with you, and talk about my favorite thing, wellness. See you soon.
And that's the end of our show for today. We hope you had a wonderful time with us, and we can look forward to seeing you here again tomorrow on DBS This Morning.